Good morning. Our next artist trading card workshop prompt from the lovely Bernie Berlin, and we are going to be doing emboss resist. Let me make sure you're in screen. So having fun with embossing powder and an iron can create unexpected depth and an unusual effect. This process is similar to that of using masking fluid with watercolour, though the finished product is often a bit more distressed looking. Sometimes the scrap paper, complete with paint removed paint, can be used in future cards as well. So yeah, it's an interesting, I've not done this, so this is going to be interesting to do. So basically a brush, acrylic paint, stamps. I'm going to use this paper artsy set. I was going to use this one, which has got like, I'll get the glare off of it, it's got all sorts of numbers and things, but thinking about it, we're going to use the iron to remove the embossing powder. So you need something, in my mind, something quite gappy. I don't know, we're going to try it. An embossing pad, I've got a Versamark one. I've also got the clear embossing ink from Stampendous. I get on better with this than this, but we'll try both. Clear embossing powder, I did have some, luckily. So yeah, this is a Cosmic Shimmer one. There's not much in there, but that'll do. A heat gun, yep, I've got a heat gun. Scrap paper or cardstock, and an iron. The only iron I've got, because my other mixed media-y type iron thing that I used to use blew up the other day, so I've only got my mini one. So we do protect it anyway with paper, so it should be okay. Should being the operative word. Right, okay, so what we need to do is coat your ATC card with paint. Can you see up there? Let me get it down here. Right. Coat your card with paint. So cover a card with a layer of acrylic paint. This will be the colour that will show through the resist. So yeah, like it says, it will be the one that you see quite a lot. Add another colour if you wish, so you know at that level you can add 2 or 3 colours, up to you. After it's dry, stamp an image over the paint using the clear embossing powder pad rather. Sprinkle on enough clear embossing powder to cover the card and tap off the excess, so you know, bog standard stamping basically. Next step, dry brush, heat to melt the powder using a heat gun. So again, as normal, dry brush over the embossed card with a contrasting acrylic colour and let it dry. So we're going to have a little bit of drying time there. And then apply place a scrap of paper over the painted card. Be sure you're working on a heat resistant surface, and apply a hot iron over the paper using a good amount of pressure. While it's still warm, peel off the scrap paper. You'll see some of the paint will be removed. This is good. Go over the card again with the iron using the clean area of the scrap paper. You can repeat this process again to create more depth, or simply collage onto the card now as it is. So yeah, basically we're melting it, brushing over it, and then going back and melting it again and lifting off that top colour so that it reveals the underneath one. That's the basics. Right, let's see if we can do this. Right, to speed things up very slightly, where should I put that there? I have pre-painted, I've got a wad of paper here, so it's going to be my, I've got a glass mat here anyway, but it's going to be my heat-proof surface basically. So I found some old business cards, so I've given them a good, very generous coating of blue, copper and gold paints, and just left a bit of texture in there. You can see a little bit of the text coming through, but that's fine. So yeah, so I sped that bit up because yeah, nobody needs to literally watch paint dry, do they? I'm just going to turn on my iron. I'm going to get it on really hot actually. I'll put it up to almost maximum, and then that activates my heat gun as well. Right, okay, so the stamps I've chosen are these ones. I thought, because you've got to sort of think that is going to be removed, so I don't know, we'll just give it a go anyway. Anyway, I hope you're all well. It is blinking freezing here. I kid you not. The UK is not having a summer. Simple as. It's been cancelled. I don't know who cancelled it, but somebody did. Right, let's do this one first of all. I don't know if there's much ink. Oh, see, they don't stick anymore. I don't know. It looks quite juicy. Right, let's put you there. These are lovely stamps. I love this. It's the Electrica EEV06 by Paper Artsy. Kind of love it. I can see. Whoop, I can see the wetness of the embossing ink there. Okay, so I want to get as much of the background coming out on this one, I think. Right, okay. Embossing powder. Had a moment there. If you've never embossed before, you just sprinkle it on, give it a generous coat. I didn't use a anti-static tool, so yeah, the powder sticks on like that. Just pop that there for a minute. Let's tip in the excess back into my little pot. Right, I think I'll do them one at a time, and then yeah, I'll probably speed you up for the oh, I don't know, I might leave this one raw, and then I'm gonna knock everything flying. Right, so here we go. And the magic, I love embossing powder. I just don't use it enough. This is the Tim Holtz C quiet one. Be careful when you're embossing on top of acrylic paint not to let it bubble, because it doesn't half stink. And try not to overheat it either. So this now, see the shiny stuff, that is going to be the resist, but that's the bit we're going to remove with the iron. Right, I'll speed you up for the next bits because I'm just doing exactly the same again, just with different stamps, okay? As you probably saw, I added a bit more stamping on there because this was quite blocked over. So, right, so now we need, what was it? Dry brush, wasn't it? Dry brush on another colour. So, let me just move all these stamps out of the way. Right, okay. Just trying to think what colours I want to do. Do I want to do colours or should I just do a colour? Oh, I don't know. Let me pause you. I'm going to find some colours. Right. I've kind of chosen colours that I'm hoping will go with the. These are the images I've chosen. And this one will need to be cut down. These are just scribbles that I've done. So we've got a cactus, a bear and a flower. So I'm going fluorescent pink with that one, or fluorescent red rather with that one. I'm going cerulean blue with that one. I think it'll work, I'm not quite sure. And then I'm going Naples yellow with that one to sort of give it a bit of a desert-y type background. I don't know. I'll keep going. Right. Okay. I'm not going to put any words on this week. It's just, I'm just doing that basically. Right, so I need to get very little paint on here. Honestly, my paints are being a nightmare at the moment for this. They are just leaking everywhere. Sorry, just grabbing a paper towel. I don't know if that's a sign they're getting old, I'm not sure. Right, I don't want hardly any. So I've got quite a stiff brush here, so I'm hoping it'll just put a very fine colour. Maybe I need a little bit more. Might have gone a little bit too light there. So that blue is basically going to show through this red. Hopefully, if the melting goes well. Supposed to be a dry brush, Susan, not heavy. Right, so put that one to the side. I don't mind if these colours get a little bit messed up, so. Right, okay, so that one I'm going to do the light blue with a hint of fluorescent, of course. Let's see if it comes out even, it might not. Okay, that's gone really opaque. That's a graduate acrylic. So, right, okay. And then we'll do, oh no, not that one, I've done you. I'll just put my finger all over it. Great, well done. So now we'll just do the Naples yellow. I'm covering the whole thing because I think, well, I think in the book there she just did pieces and parts, but I think it'll look, to me, I think it'll be more effective if I cover the whole thing. Now, I've got quite a lot of stamping on there, so it should be alright. Right, okay, let me clean up and I'll give those a quick hit, a very distant hit with the heat gun just to dry that off, and then we'll get on and do the ironing back in a tick. Right, we're all dry. As I say, I'll give it a very, from a distance, blast with the heat gun. It's done it really well. Okay, so we've completely obliterated our background more or less, so let's reveal what we're going to reveal. Are you ready? Let's do this one at a time in case it all goes a bit wrong. So you need a scrap of paper because this is the part where you're going to take off the top layer. So you're remelting the embossing powder basically to lift it off. So my iron is super hot. Where is it? Are you off steam? Don't know. Right, okay. Oh, look at that, you can see it coming through. Right, let's whip that up quickly. Oh, yes. Oh, how? That's hot. Let me... You can see it's revealed the gold and the blue. And then we've got that. So, well, that's pretty cool technique, actually. I've not tried that one. It really doesn't take long. Okay, we're starting to create smoke here. That's pretty cool. Let's see, you can see. Yeah. Okay. Next one. I really could do the piece of plain paper. This is all scrap stuff that I've found. Because I could keep these backgrounds because they're pretty nifty. That one not so much, but okay, let's just do this one on here then. Yeah, it doesn't need long, you can see. Ooh, that one's cool. Yeah, so that's the one where I did loads of stamping. Actually, it's easier if I hold it out of the light, isn't it? So that's really brought the background forward. How cool is this? I might be slightly addicted. Right, let's do this one. How can we fit you? Let's fit you in there. You do have to be pretty quick because it wants to stick. Did I not get any stamping there? Yes, I did. Let me just hit that bit. I did stamping there, but it's not pulling it off. Okay. Ouch, that's warm. I think there's more that could come off that one. Right, I'm calling that quits because there's an awful lot of fumes coming off there now. Right, okay, let's do a close-up. Let me just turn the iron off. I kind of love that. Okay, yeah, it's done all sorts of weird and wonderful things. These are cool now. Yeah, it's clever, isn't it? Never thought of doing it actually, but yeah, it's just the resist, isn't it? It's just pulling off the don't know which is the best way to show you that one. It's quite shiny. Right, okay, well, that's it. That's all the dangerous hot stuff done. Can relax a bit now. But these are interesting, aren't they, to use as backgrounds? Because where the embossing powder was, it's gone semi-translucent, but, you know, great mixed media backgrounds, those. Interesting. Right, okay. Just sticking stuff on now, so yeah, give it a go. I've been thinking about if there's anything else you could use if you don't have embossing powder. You could try Vaseline, actually. You could stamp with Vaseline. I've done that before. And put the paint on top and let it all dry, and then it might rub off with the Vaseline. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've done that process, so yeah, but you know, most of us have these things, don't we? So these are just some of my collage fodder things that I tend to amuse myself doing. Actually, I think this is one, if you follow Cat Hand on YouTube. I'm pretty sure this might have been one of her freebies that you can download and just print. Yeah, it is, because it's a oh, hang on, words. It's a laser copy. So that is super cool. I don't know what you're seeing. See, all the circles have come through. So maybe actually I could have used that number stamp, and that would have removed a whole load of background. But this is sufficient for what I need. It's just a, you know, just a play piece, and that's, you know, it's kind of what we're doing really. Yes, I've got paint everywhere. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Right, that's one. This one I thought Mr. Bear could go on. It hides most of it, doesn't it? I wonder if I've got anything else. I don't really want to hide all the technique. Let's have a look in the bits and bobs. Oh, I've got a seahorse. Which I could put there. That's quite nice. Have I got any seaweedy stuff? If you're in my Tag a Month club, you'll recognise this. And these. That's a bit more sea-like, isn't it? Let's just put that there. Put that on top. Right, yeah, that'll do. Let's not be too fussy here. Using a wet glue on this because it's card. I love seahorses. They fascinate me because the males take over the babies, don't they? They raise the babies. They got some in the Plymouth Aquarium. Very pretty. I love. Right, and the last one is my doodled cactus, which I'm going to chop the bottom off. Where should we put you? Put you there, and it shows that a bit better, doesn't it? Okay, so only down to about there with the glue stick. So there we are. I think that's fairly easy, and you know, don't need a whole load of stuff for it. There is an awful lot more coming up with embossing powders and stuff like that, so if you haven't got it, you might want to think about having a go. There is one where it uses the ultra thick embossing enamel. In fact, there's a couple. I haven't got that, so I'm just going to play with layers and layers of ordinary embossing powder. So there we are. I'm going to keep it simple this week, guys. So there we are. So that was called Emboss Resist. And that's the results. I think there's some on the other page here. Oh no, that's a different one. Yeah, because we're doing more embossing next week, embossing with scraps. There is one in here that I can't do, and I'm not going to be doing it basically. And it is working with friendly plastic. I don't have any dimensional resin, but again, I think I can muck around with embossing powders. Yeah, there's one in here somewhere. I found it last week because I thought I'll have a quick look ahead and just see. There's also one for mica, which is this weird stuff here. But what I'm intending to use is packaging. I'll show you in a sec. Yeah, this stuff here, friendly plastic. I haven't got any, so I'll be skipping that one because it's, you know, it's a plastic that you melt basically. And it doesn't give off fumes, but I don't have any. I used to have it many years ago, but not anymore. So yeah, yeah, I've got, I mean, I kept the, I'm going to use this for mica. It's like the lid off of cream cheese stuff, you know, that you can eat. I don't know, it might work. Given that, I've got these things. I don't even know where I got these from, and they are really, mind you, I think they're going to be too thick. Ooh, they're really thick acrylic. I don't know. Basically, anyway, there we are. That's this week's offering. Yeah, if you want me to go ahead in the book and tell you exactly, you know, future stuff that you're going to need and that, just let me know, because I'm more than happy to do that, so that you've kind of got the stuff in ready. But most people are just like, I'm just going to use what I've got, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not, you know, I don't want to go out buying stuff. I'm not going to go out and buy friendly plastic. Yes, it was fun stuff to play with back in the day, but yeah, no, don't have any, not going to buy it, so I'll skip that one. So if you've got it, I'll talk you through it, and then we'll go to the next one after that. I'm going to stop rambling. See you next Friday. Bye.